Hey you guys, welcome to our Monday broadcast. Thank you so much for joining us either live or on the rebroadcast. We appreciate you being here. If you're jumping on via YouTube, I always ask that you take a second to hit that subscribe button so when we do go live or we upload some new content, you will be notified. And then Facebook, it's super easy to stay connected here in this community as well. Just make sure you hit that like button and you're set up for notifications. So today I am super excited because it is officially fall and we now get to openly consume our favorite pumpkin products is what I like to say. We don't have to hide anymore for all of us, and we're super excited about pumpkin and feel like, you know, we're going to get ridiculed if we don't wait till the official day of fall. And today I'm going to share with you some mindset philosophies that I have about seasonal type of foods and some ways that we can start incorporating some really fun things and the things that we really enjoy into this lifestyle and not be freaked out about the damage that we are going to cause to ourselves or what we're going to have to do come January when we're trying to make up for some lost cause. So my philosophy on seasonal type of things, and especially foods, is that life's too short to miss out on the fun. But there's two ways we can miss out on seasonal things or fun experiences or those memory-making moments. One, we can eat ourselves into sickness, which will, the end result is we'll miss some things because we don't want to show up for things because we're not confident in our own skin, or we just don't feel good, or we're tired, or whatever it may be. So the other way that we miss the fun seasonal type things or we miss memory-making opportunities is by feeling like we have to be so restrictive and we don't want to be tempted, so we just take a pass and we skip a lot of things. And then we often find ourselves a little bit depressed or feeling like we're creating pity parties, or we might secretly self-sabotage in other ways. So the first way that we can settle into these fun or seasonal type things is create a mindset about what it is that we want to do, what makes us happy, and create the boundaries that we need to have in place to make sure we don't miss things because we become sick. And so the way I really like to do things is I have the things that are my go-to favorite things. They make celebrating seasonal things super fun, or the holidays and family traditions and things like that really fun for us. And those are the things that I put into my little Johnny rule. And if you're a graduate of my course, you know we have a rule in our house where we have boundaries set up, and there's certain things we partake in, and just because other people are doing it, we feel no obligation to do it ourselves. So we implement the little Johnny rule during the seasons as well. And so I happen to be one of those people who loves pumpkin everything. I love pumpkin spice, I love pumpkin plain, I love pumpkin in any way, shape, or form. And what I have done is just really done some legwork and some research and some experimenting to find the things that I can incorporate into my seasonal lifestyle without making me feel either sick from some food intolerances or feel like it's pumpkin season and I'm a pumpkin fan and I have to miss out because they don't fit into these really strict guidelines and rules that I have developed for myself. And so here I'm going to show you guys some of the foods that we have that we totally enjoy in the season. But then I also want to share a little warning. And that if you're going to put extra things in, so more than what your body's used to, you do have to be prepared for the fact that your body might not be able to utilize the extra. And so a lot of times what I do with these seasonal type of things or these fun type of things is really incorporate what I teach here and what I love to practice in my lifestyle, and that is fasting. And so I tend to fast more, believe it or not, during these seasonal times so that I can create windows of opportunity to partake in some fun or some extra foods. And then what ends up happening is everything just balances itself out. I also just keep my workout routine as well. So I make sure that, you know, I'm working out so that I'm feeling good, and then I do what it takes for my body to just work through glycogen stores and put myself in a fat burning state. So I wanted to also let you guys know, since I shared a video on Facebook and Instagram this week. I think it wasn't on Facebook, right? I think it's just Instagram. So I shared on Instagram how you can take a seasonal coffee at Starbucks. So for instance, I'm loving the pumpkin cream cold brew coffee at Starbucks. It's not one of those things I do every day. We really try to reserve it for a weekend type of treat. We do it at the end of our fast, and we go and order a pumpkin cream latte or a cold brew. And I went on to the nutritional breakdown of on my Starbucks app, and I saw that the cold brew had 4 pumps of vanilla syrup. So vanilla syrup is just yucky processed sweetener syrup stuff. I don't want to have that in my body. I wouldn't have it in any other coffee I ordered either. And so I just take the syrup out. It's just a sweetener. And I ask them to add a stevia, and then we enjoy the pumpkin flavored cream on the top. Now, is this a completely sugar-free drink? No, absolutely not. But it's a treat in the season, and we have boundaries set around it. So we only do it on the weekends, and we only do it, you know, it's not something that we have to do, or we do it, we don't create a habit around it. It's just a treat. And so that's how you can modify some things. Go look at nutritional labels. Go see where you can modify some things. Take some things out, sub some things in, so that you can partake in the things that you love in a season like pumpkin season or the autumn time around wherever it is you live. But you're not going to completely sabotage what you're doing by putting yourself into some kind of sugar coma because you didn't do the research first and you didn't modify to make it fit your needs. So always do the research on nutritional labels. That rule always stands firm here in this community. And then never be afraid to modify something if you have the opportunity to do so. And if it's something you can't modify, that might be something you have to do a hard pass on. So know that at Starbucks you can place your order as desired. Never be afraid to ask for what you want. Okay, so some things that we have found that we love incorporating this time of year that are pumpkin related are these. So I'm going to start with this one. It's just one of my favorites. It's called the Sweet Potato Cup. It's by Hail Mary. And if you guys want a list of all of our favorite pumpkin things, just make sure you're on our email list. We're going to definitely put a list of all these things together and where you can go look for them in your own neighborhood, hopefully. But these are little tiny little cups that are sweet potato, and they're made out of, I think, like a little graham cracker crust type of thing out here. They are gluten-free, they are dairy-free, they are soy-free, so they pass all of those tests. I was not able to ever recreate a pumpkin pie to my liking around Thanksgiving and the Christmas holiday. And then I stumbled upon these little treats, the Hail Mary sweet potato cups. You can get them in this size, so there's 2 in here, or they also come out with a pack that has, I think, 8, and they're even smaller. So during Thanksgiving time, when we celebrate and have our Thanksgiving dinner, for me, have one of the smaller versions of these sweet potato cups, and I put a little dollop of coconut whipped cream on the side, and I sprinkle some pumpkin pie seasoning on the top, and y'all, it tastes just like my grandma's homemade pumpkin pie. So I don't feel like I'm missing out, and I get to have that like traditional pumpkin pie kind of feeling, and have pumpkin pie just like everybody else is having. So if you like pumpkin pie, this one's a good one. It's the Sweet Potato Hail Mary. I know that it's bright in here, so I don't know if you can see that. I'll put a list together. If you guys get on our email list, I'll send that out. So that's a good one right there. Gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, and it tastes just like you're having pumpkin pie. Put a little pumpkin pie seasoning on there. We get the one from Trader Joe's. It's called Pumpkin Pie Spice. You can put this on your coffee, you can put it in some soup, you can put this on some coconut whipped cream with pumpkin pie spice just kind of sprinkled on it. Is an amazing little treat to have in the evening, and you won't totally kill what you're doing with what you're trying to manage with your sugar as well. Some other things that you can do. Michael, you want to hand me the other one? Just getting organic pumpkin puree is another good way that you can add in some pumpkin flavor. If you're a pumpkin fan or you want something that feels more seasonal or more comfort food like, you can add some pumpkin puree to a smoothie that you like. You can add some pumpkin puree to a soup. You can, make your own pumpkin bread, whatever it is. It's super easy to incorporate just the flavor of pumpkin by just adding in some organic puree. So we have cans of this on hand all the time. Another thing that I have done in the past as well was I've made pumpkin custard. So just like you would make a pumpkin pie, I've used coconut milk before, I've used goat milk before, and I just follow a pumpkin pie filling recipe. And I add in all the seasonings to it, and then whatever kind of liquid substance that you want to use. So either like coconut milk or coconut cream or a goat milk if you don't want to do dairy type of things. You can, the coconut cream is amazing. And then you just bake it in little cups, and you don't have to do any kind of crust at all. And then again, you just sprinkle it with some pumpkin pie seasoning on the top, a little dollop of coconut whipped cream, and it is absolutely amazing. One of the tricks too with making your own pumpkin pie filling, if you want to keep the carbs down on it, is I have taken the recipe and I cut the sugar down considerably on it. I think it ended up being like a fourth of what was called in the recipe. No one in my family even knew that I cut the sugar down on that. Or you can also add in some like monk fruit or some stevia or something like that as well to kind of keep that sugar kind of feeling down more than anything. Another great thing to do if you just love like that feeling of comfort food, or you want that sensation of like that pumpkin spice kind of pie baking in your oven, is take some cinnamon sticks and you can kind of soak them in some water. You can put these in like a puree, is a potpourri pot kind of thing, and put some water in there, and you can just lay these in there and they'll heat up and kind of simmer. Or we've done it before, we just had a pot on the stove with water in it, and you put some cloves and some cinnamon sticks, and you just put it on a really low heat and kind of let it simmer and fill the house. And it does really make your house feel like you have some things in the oven that are baking, and you don't necessarily have to have anything that you're going to eat at the end of that type of thing. A couple other of the healthier type of things that you can do with pumpkin related type of things, and we have these in our house all season, is the gluten-free pumpkin pancake mix from Trader Joe's. Again, this is soy-free, dairy-free, gluten-free. This is one of those ones that is super easy to make for your family. So we make these in our house. We make the entire box. We put them in the fridge. Gab has them for breakfast before school or as a snack. And just having the smell in the house for me is enough with these. I generally don't partake in these anymore just because they're too heavy for me, but just having that smell in the house is really great. And this is a really good option for your kids as well, because you can get them some pumpkin pancakes without putting a bunch of nasty stuff in them as well. So that's another good one. We have this in our house all the time. That's the Simple Mills pumpkin muffin bread mix. We love this brand for everything. This is not sponsored in any way by Simple Mills, but Simple Mills, if you want to give me a shout out, I would love to work with you. I promote your guys' stuff all the time. The cake frosting of theirs is great. The crackers, you guys know we love the almond crackers. We eat those as well, all Simple Mills. This is a really great recipe. It tastes just like any other type of pumpkin muffin, but it doesn't have all the bad stuff in it. There's absolutely no allergens in this mix whatsoever. I buy mine from Amazon. We also use the chocolate pumpkin or the chocolate muffin mix as well, and you can actually kind of meld the pumpkin and the chocolate together and bake a chocolate pumpkin muffin, which is amazing. Or you can add in like the Enjoy Life chocolate chips to this, and you can have an amazing pumpkin muffin with some chocolate chips or some pecans or something like that. And then, you know, the thing with these types of treats as well is, you know, making sure that you're not overindulging in anything. So for me, it's just having that little treat, having even like a half of a muffin, or making really small muffins, or you know, having a tiny, you know, as opposed to having the big sweet potato from Hail Mary, finding the little one, and then having just a little bit of that coconut whipped cream on there is just enough to feel like you are partaking in the season by having your palate just, you know, have the taste of it, and then not feeling like you have to overindulge in anything else. Another great thing to make is just plain old sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are a very similar taste to pumpkin. We make ours in the air fryer, and you guys, when you make sweet potatoes in the air fryer with some coconut oil and a little bit of salt, or maybe even put some pumpkin pie seasoning on sweet potatoes, it tastes like dessert. So if you're feeling like you want to have something that's a little seasonal, or make you feel like your house is like full of comfort foods, cooking up some sweet potatoes and just putting some pumpkin pie seasoning on them and a little bit of coconut oil will definitely do the trick. And again, it's going to be that thing that's going to keep you in line with your goals, not throw you totally off with your sugars, and then just make you you feel like you can partake in the season as well. And then you all know that I'm a huge fan of my breakfast shake, and it does come in the pumpkin spice flavor as well. So we've been making that every day, and you know, that really does curb my desire to head into any Starbucks and get myself a pumpkin spice latte. That is a really great little quick fix for having that pumpkin flavor as well, and it's super nutrient dense. And it does make you feel like you get to partake in the season. So I know a lot of women are already feeling super stressed out about the holidays, and how are they going to survive the holidays and maintain their intermittent fasting and their keto-like lifestyle? You have to just start with making some decisions for yourself and then educate yourself about what is available to you that is going to fit within the boundaries that you have set for yourself. This lifestyle does not have to be an all or nothing lifestyle. I will tell you guys, I tested my blood ketones and glucose about 4 hours after I woke up this morning. I had my pumpkin cream cold brew this weekend. We do not strictly follow any kind of guidelines over the weekend at all anymore. I just have the boundaries that I stay within. And 4 hours after I woke up this morning, I was in a healing state of ketosis. So you can loosen the reins a little bit as long as you're building in those boundaries. You're making sure that you're not all stressed out about it. You're not going completely all in every single day, but you have those days where you're going to loosen the reins and kind of let some fun things in so that you feel like you're living your life most authentically. And then when you can build in a nice long clean fast to balance yourself out, that's what we do. We build in that nice long clean fast for sure. Once you get to that point of being healed, which I talk about here a lot as well, which is why we have you go through the intermittent fasting for today's Aging Woman course, to create the foundation and the boundaries that you need to get your body in that healed state so you're no longer suffering from that insulin resistance, and you no longer have to battle those hypoglycemic incidences, and you can manage your own blood sugar levels. Then you can do some fun things, and you can partake in some pumpkin, which yes is a carb, and you can partake in some of the celebratory events that are going on and some of the things that are considered treats, because the mindset that you're going to have around that is it's just the season. You're not going to completely blow it, and as long as you're not putting yourself into that state where you're going to be inflamed from eating the foods that intolerate you, or you're going to go completely overboard on your sugar, that you're going to create some sugar issues for yourself again, then you can create a schedule where you can balance it out by just incorporating your intermittent fasting techniques that you know, and then managing what it is you're doing when you're not celebrating with the keto-like lifestyle. That's exactly how we're doing it here in our house. I'm going to look and see if there's any questions or comments. Make sure you're on our email list. Just go to fortodaysagingwoman.com. I'm going to get you guys a list of really... You already did? Okay, Michael put links in the comment section so you guys can get signed up for sure. And I'll keep you guys abreast of the things that we're doing. If I find anything new this season, I'm always on the lookout. I will make sure I keep you guys posted on the email list as well. There's no need to go through a holiday season feeling like you're being left out or that you can't partake in family traditions. We are a food family here at the Parham house. We love us some pumpkin pie. We love the traditions that we have set for ourselves. And I don't want to be that mom that's sitting around being bummed out because I can't partake. Or worse yet, you don't want to be that mom that's sinking away your pity party in the bottle of Chardonnay in the corner because you're feeling sorry for yourself. You want to be in the mix with your people. You want to be in the mix with your family, and you want to be able to keep on some of those family traditions that you guys have in place as well. So I'm going to come in here to Facebook really quick. I'll welcome everyone. If you have any questions, let me know. We will be making some pumpkin muffins today for Gabby after school, so I'll make sure I post a picture and what it is that we do to add in some variety, and we'll add it to our intermittent feasting guide for sure for you guys. Amy, good to have you here with us. Jamie, good to have you as well. Susan, hello. Teresa, fall is my favorite season and I love everything pumpkin spice. September 2018 grad. Yeah, girlfriend, me too for sure. And you know, Teresa, because you live here in Texas, we from California, it's sort of like we go from summer to fall to winter to spring, and we barely notice that there's a seasonal change. So coming from California, fall and spring here in Texas is a lot more like California weather on the front end of it. Leaving summer and going into summer are really our favorite seasons here. So we can't wait for that day when the humidity goes away and the temperatures drop a little bit and the leaves start falling. It is really a fun time for us here in Texas. We absolutely love it. Lori, hello from September. Danielle from Tennessee, future class member. I'm so excited for you. Helen, it's spring in Australia and I'm looking forward to salads. Girl, my girls in Australia are always at that opposite side of us. We are coming out of the salad a mindset for sure, just a little bit here. We eat salads in our house year round for sure. And I have some tips on making warm salads I'll share for you guys as well. But enjoy those salads, girlfriend. Enjoy that springtime. We will be jealous when you're in the middle of summer and we're knee deep in winter. So enjoy that for sure. And then Carmen, October 2018 grad, lost 25 pounds since starting last October. Girl, you are amazing. I'm so happy for you for sure. Are you jumping into our graduates course with us here next week? I'm super excited about that. We got a great group of women that are going to be jumping in with us. Let me see who we have over here on my YouTube page. It's great with 19 plus hour fast today. Looking forward to the mid life mindset shift course. Yeah, I can't wait to have you as well. We're super excited. It's going to be lots of really good stuff. Get ready, you guys, for my graduates who are jumping in with us next week. We are going to do a lot of mindset work. Because this lifestyle should be so easy. We can incorporate some advanced fasting techniques. I can teach you some stuff about blood testing. I can share with you all the little tips and tricks about adding food in and taking food away. But if we're not comfortable with the decisions that we're making, then we're going to constantly feel like we're struggling, and we should end that struggle for sure. So we're going to be incorporating a lot of that for you guys as well, and I'm really excited. Kim, as another pumpkin spice lover, thanks for joining us. Janet, awesome topic. I have been scratching my head for a week trying to figure out how to get me some pumpkin. Oh, girl, just hang out here. I will share everything that I know about healthy pumpkin spice indulgence for sure. And then it's all about just balancing some things out. Peggy, still figuring things out, but thanks for all the tips. You're welcome, girlfriend. Nadia, watching while vacationing in Dubai. It's 12:05 a.m. Tuesday, September 24th. Well, girl, good for you. Have a great time in Dubai for sure. That's on my bucket list. Lori, love anything pumpkin. Yay. You guys are my people for sure. Emily from Virginia's on. Fall in the U.S., 100 degrees in Dubai. Well, it's not cool here. It's 95, Michael?
Yeah, 95.
It's like in the 90s here, so it's not cool yet, but it's not summer. So I would love to be in Dubai sitting in 100-degree weather, sitting by the water somewhere. Aaron in California in your September class. Awesome. Kristen, I have joint pain and have started IF going 18 to 20 hours fasted. How long does it take to feel results with daily IF? It's not just the intermittent fasting that's going to help that joint pain. You have to figure out what foods are causing you to hold on to inflammation. So it's a joint combination of intermittent fasting and really developing a nutritional lifestyle that's not going to keep that inflammation occurring in your body. Surreal is from North Carolina is here. Lisa, I am from Trinidad, have been enjoying your information, however, learning to be more disciplined. Yes, discipline is key in every aspect of life. We can't just walk around life thinking that we can have a free-for-all of food and eat whatever we want. It just doesn't work that way. So I'm glad that you're finding the discipline as well. And then good day from Miami, just started IF, gone 17 hours already. Can I lose weight on IF? You can lose weight once your body is healed. So intermittent fasting is not really why or how we lose weight. Intermittent fasting helps us balance out our hormones and heal our body, and the end result of that is losing weight. So keep at it. When your body's healed, it'll lose weight for sure. And then Shelly from Kansas City, things are going great, just ready for constant bloating to go away. It doesn't seem to matter what I eat or even in a fasted state, always bloated. It does matter what you eat. So, it's that thing that you have to start with the obvious things that could be causing you bloat, and then you have to keep breaking it down until you get into those foods that you would never expect to have you bloat. And then read every single food label for sure. There's ways that you can practice elimination type of diets where you can kind of just narrow things down as well. So I would get rid of all soy, all gluten, all dairy. Read every single package that you're consuming consuming food from. Carrageenan, casein, whey, all of those things need to be eliminated from your diet. And then it's just time and consistency for sure. But it's interesting how some people can eat a tomato and get bloated. Some people can eat a salad, lettuce and get bloated. Sometimes it could be what things are being washed with that's causing you to be bloated. Sometimes it could be something in your environment that's causing you to feel bloated. So do the work, and I promise you it will balance itself out. It's just time and consistency. Holly from Florida and in your program right now, made it through a weekend cruise pretty much unscathed. Hello, sister. That's a win for sure. That is the one thing about cruises that I don't understand is the gluttony of a cruise. And I used to not like cruises because of that. When I was in the dieters world and we first went on our cruise, I was terrified of the food situation. And then we've been on a couple since then, and it's just one of those things. It's just like, whatever. We just order a lot of really good coffee in our room, and we let the kids eat, and and you feast when you feast, and you fast when you fast. And what I've realized with this lifestyle is that it makes life so simple in general, because you don't have to constantly chase down your next meal. You actually get to enjoy being on a cruise. Like, who wants to go on a cruise and eat for 24 hours? And if you don't feel like you're a slave to the food, then you can go off on excursions, and you can go, lay it by the pool, or you can go see a show or whatever you want to do, because you're not a slave to that food. So I'm proud of you, girlfriend. That is a big win. And then Lynn, hi, what do you think of 14:10 versus 16:8? Can I still lose weight? I don't practice that as well. 14 hours fasted is just meaning you're not snacking after dinner and having something first thing. 14 hours of fasting is like a good night's sleep and not having anything after dinner. So it's not enough time for your body to balance itself out. Our insulin levels are at their lowest at 12 hours. So you're only putting yourself at a 2-hour situation where you're not going to have a new insulin response in your body, and it's not going to be enough time to balance out what you have in backup. So I would definitely suggest you go longer if that's what you want to do. And then Marilyn from May is here. And then Albumi, I think it is. What do you think about long fast 5 to 21 days? I am not a fan of prolonged fasting. I do believe that there are some benefits to extended fasting beyond 24 hours. And I also believe that it's a personality thing. There are people who thrive on multiple day water fasts. I am not that person. And then there are benefits to just, gutting your way through a 2 or 3 day fast. So it all just depends on what your personal wants, needs, and desires are, and how you think about not having food available to you for multiple days. And for me, it's emotionally stressful. I don't like it. And I'm not in a position in my life where I need to deep heal at that level. If I were, however, my mindset would be different, and I would do what it takes to deep heal. So personality first, and then whatever it is you're trying to reach from that would be my answer on that one. So I'm super excited you guys jumped on today. I know it is that thing that makes everyone feel frantic. If you are a pumpkin spice person like myself and you enjoy all the special treats that are available during the holiday season, there's a couple things that you can do to survive and not feel like you have to make up for lost time come January. Make sure you have the right mindset around it. Anything that you do that is extra is in fact extra, and that will land somewhere on your body that you're probably not happy with. So make some balance adjustments so that you can maybe incorporate some extra fasts, or you can take some other things out that maybe aren't as enjoyable during the holiday season. Make sure you read every single food label. Just because it's pumpkin season doesn't mean that you can throw out all the rules about what it is you don't allow in your body. So if soy, dairy, and gluten are the things like I just keep out of my body, if that's important to you, make sure you read those food labels. Don't let something that's supposed to be fun and a treat and seasonal ruin a day for you, because you're going to feel bad with the feelings that your body has when it responds to those things. And then, what was the other thing?
Let the graduates know that they got to be on the email list, because a lot of people are saying they're not getting the email and they want to sign up.
Okay. Another really quick update, and then we're going to get out of here. A lot of our graduates are saying they're not getting our email information about the graduates course that will be starting next week. Registration will be closing on Friday. If you are a graduate of our Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman course and you've taken it at any anytime. It doesn't matter when. Our September students are included in this. Sorry, October, you are not, because you're not a graduate yet. And you're not getting our emails. Please reach out to me, email me. I will give you the information that you can sign up for us. We have a great group joining. It's going to be super, super fun. Lots of mindset work is going to be happening. We're going to talk about extended fasting. We're going to talk about some nutritional stuff. We're going to talk about how to feel really normal in the lifestyle that you're creating for yourself, even though it's not the normal way most people are conducting their lives, and how you can really just go with the flow of things and have everything that you want in your life, and really create a life where you can look and feel your best and live it most authentically. That's always first and foremost in anything that I'm going to share with you guys here in this community. So reach out to me if you're a graduate. I would love to get you in. If you are not a graduate, but you want to someday be a graduate, our Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman course is open for registration. Make sure you get on our email list. We will have that class start on October 5th. Registration for that class closes on October 4th at noon Central Standard Time. So Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman, registration closes on October 4th. And for our Midlife Mindset Shift Graduates course, that registration closes on Friday. I believe that's the 29th? 27th at noon. If you're not getting my emails, please reach out to me. I will get you all the information that you need to get registered. So pumpkin season's here, y'all. We don't need to hide in the closet anymore. We can openly enjoy all of our pumpkin things. We can start pulling out our sweaters. We can pull out our boots, all those fun things that we all love about the fall season. I'm here for it, and I know you all are here for it too. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time.